What is going on, nerds and nerdettes? It is your boy, Steveie B. We are live. I know I haven't done a live in forever, so I know I said 2:30 on Instagram, so I am going to try to see if I can't figure some of this out for 5 minutes in case. What's up, JW? Trying to see if I can get on here to so I can watch the chat. I guess I can see the chat just fine on there. Doing better now. I'm Warlord, just kind of is going to show off the full facsimiles. Hey, Matt, what's going on, man? I just finished a haul video, so and then you know me, I can't wait. I ask y'all think I should go live, and then I go live. Why not? But it's good to see that I can follow the chat on here because I had my other phone set up because I thought I wasn't going to be able to follow the chat at the same time because it seemed like the chat disappeared like quickly after it posts. So good to see that it's working good and I can read my chat. Hey, Warlord, check it out, man. Still got it. Aren't you glad? Aren't you glad I won that and I didn't sell it? Got any good Valiant books lately? Well, I don't know of any good Valiant books, so probably not. I can't think. I mean, Matt, you're on here. Good Valiant books, is there such a thing? I don't know. I sent all my Valiant books to Rude Planet down here, so he has them all. He'd be able to tell you. Yeah, it's one of my pride. It's on my wall, man. I mean, it is on my wall. I'm glad you got another copy. I felt bad when you said you regretted getting rid of it. Shadow Man. The early ones are not good. I say this as someone who bought the early ones in the 90s and read them all, and the only one that I kind of enjoyed because the artwork was phenomenal was Ninjak. So there you go. You want a good Valiant book, Ninjak. That's the one. Can you guys hear me all right? I've got these Shocks bone conducting earphones in because I needed the outlet to plug my charger in because live streams eat the crap out of your battery. So I'm hoping that it keeps up. But hopefully y'all can hear me okay. It doesn't sound too terrible. Never got into Shadow Man though, and definitely never got into EXO. I just couldn't, man. I just couldn't. I wanted to, and I tried. I know this reputation of mine for roasting Valiant books is become kind of my thing. But in all honesty, I just really didn't enjoy them, man. Just a personal preference. I know people out there. I mean, Rude loves them. Southern Comic Geek, he loves them, and power to the people. Master Dark is one of the best villains ever. Oh, come on, man, that's a reach. Yeah, Matt, I've figured you out. You are a nonconformist. If it's popular, you hate it. If it's what's the word I'm looking for? Help me out, Matt. If it's I can't think of the word. If if it's unpopular and unrecognizable, you love it. I've seen your taste in music, man. Nobody has ever heard of those bands except you. But I, but that's your thing, man. That's your thing. I know I spoofed you on my channel, so but I get a kick out of you. That's why I like you, man. But you are definitely a true nonconformist. If it's the number one movie at the box office, you think it sucks. If it's the hottest comic book on the top 10 list, it's trash. If it's in the dollar bin, obscure, that's the word I was trying to spit out earlier. If it's obscure and nobody's ever heard of it, that's your bag. That is your bag, man. You're on brick mode. Where are the comic baddies at? Well, a couple of them are right here in the chat. All right. Well, let's see. How many of you do I got in here? It shows 10. All right. So everybody always asks me about the mystery men. I'm just gonna I'll tell you what happened. And I'm not gonna throw anyone under the bus because this is where it all went down. What's that behind me? Those are comic books. Yes, they are. So yeah, Chad unfortunately passed away, and I have a lot of regrets about Chad passing because he and I didn't end on very good terms. Um, and it was really, I really don't know why. I don't know what happened. We kind of just grew apart. I think we took the roasting a little too far with each other, and it kind of got out of hand, and we just didn't really jive that well. But I wish we could have worked it out. But what is my name? It's in the thumbnail. Speaking of names, here's a little tidbit for you guys. I named my channel Steveie B Comics after a friend of mine that I used to know. He was a karaoke DJ, and his name was Steve as well, Steve Kincaid. But he used to DJ at the bar we'd go to, and we got to be really good friends. And we used to do karaoke, and there was like 5 Steves that would sign up to sing. So he started calling me Steveie B. Well, he passed away not too long before I started my channel, and so I kind of named my channel Steveie B Comics as to pay a little homage to him. But in all honesty, I really hate being called Stevie. I hate it. And I don't mention that because if I sure as I say I hate being called Stevie, everyone will make it a point to call me Stevie. But I'm just Steve. So I'm just Steve. Just plain Steve. Are they from the 90s or 3090s? So I don't have anything from the future quite yet. They're happy. But I do have some from the 90s. I got some from the 60s, 70s. I got some from every era. I like comic books. I've read very few novels, to be honest with you. Just a couple of Stephen King books. I like that. But let's smoke. Yeah, collectibles. Yeah, comic books. That's my thing. But my name is Steve. That's how I prefer to be called. I just don't correct people because, like I said, I kind of asked for it by naming my channel Steveie B Comics. So we're gonna. Any other questions? This is kind of fun. A little Q&A. I never do a Q&A, but I'm pretty brutally honest. Back to what you guys asked, what happened to the Mystery Men, and I kind of got sidetracked trying to. Yeah, Joe Hill's fantastic. It's good to see they're going to make a movie off of Basket Full of Heads. That's going to be awesome. Today I'm feeling good. Look, I'll get back to that. Let's finish the mystery men. Everybody wants to know, and I started the story and didn't finish. Uh, um, so um, it ended up being just me, Foo, and Squatchy, and and then we would have random guests on. I know JW Warlord, he was a regular on there quite a few times, and we were having a good time. But I think what really happened was the uh, was the roasting and stuff just kind of got out of hand, and people, namely me and Squatchy mostly, started butting heads pretty hard, and we just personalities just didn't jive very well. So we ended up just kind of inevitably disbanding. Haven't heard from Squatchy for a long time. I understand why we didn't end on the best terms. Either we tried to patch it up, but we just couldn't. We just couldn't make things work. Sometimes people have conflicting personalities, and you just can't be in the room with each other, and it happens. Foo, you got y'all's guess is as good as mine. I don't know what happened. He got a new job, shut down his YouTube channel, uh, did one last Fanboys episode, and it's been radio silence ever since for not only just me, but for everybody that I've talked to that was in our little group. So I don't know what happened to him, but I wish him all the best. I wish him and Squatchy the best. I see he's doing commissions again on Instagram. He does good work. If y'all are interested, I ain't, I'm not trying to put the guy down or nothing. I'm good. You are talking to me, baby. Are you a bot? Baby, are you a bot? Are you trying to get me to go to your OnlyFans site or something? But that's what happened to the mystery man. Mystery men. It's unfortunate. I enjoyed the show. I enjoyed doing it. I know Warlord and I talked about getting together and doing some kind of a weekly thing, um, but finding scheduling has been an issue, so we haven't been able to really put nothing together yet. Yeah, Matt. I have no idea what's going on with Fu. He gives me the impression that he's just kind of washed his hands of the whole thing. The whole comic book community has kind of taken a big hit. People are butting heads, and there's a lot of shady shit going on in it, and so I stick with my core friends, Warlord, Johnny Five, Rude Planet, Camp Bell. I've talked to you a few times. I mean, I still got some good friends out there. Comic Vantage, Luis, he and I talk quite a bit. Wink Inc. Alex, he and I still talk quite a bit, and yeah, few. I was gonna go through my full facsimiles. Yeah, I know that excites you, Matt. I know that excites you, but I promised a couple people that I would go through them, and so we'll either see the viewers plummet dramatically, or it might pick up a few, but man, baby, I'm not sure who you are, man, but if you think I'm cool, you need to get out more. That's all I gotta say. And yeah, Campbell. Yeah, I enjoyed the show too, and it's sad that it took a turn like that, but I mean, it happens. Things happen. People grow apart, and what can you do, man? But as for how I'm feeling and how I'm doing, had a little bit of a scare here. I talked about it in my haul video. So, but yeah, I try to be. But I've been on this diet. I've been trying to lose some weight. I've lost about 20 pounds. I know it's hard to tell because it's like taking a bucket of water out of a swimming pool. You really don't notice it until you take about 100 of them. or, so I started this low carb, low sugar because I got diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, got high blood pressure, and they wanted to put me on another diabetes medicine that I read the common side effects on that thing, and I was like, no, hell no, I'm not doing it. So I decided I was going to try to eat healthier and stuff, and I was eating healthier and everything, and we went to a Mexican restaurant because we have our one cheat day that we go out, and even then I try to keep it within reason. But finished my meal, leaned back and stretched my back, and that was the last thing I remember. I woke up and Amy was shaking me, going, "You okay? Are you okay? Can you hear me? Are you okay?" And I opened my eyes and I couldn't see anything. It was completely black. My eyes were wide open and it was completely black. So I told her I couldn't see, so they called an ambulance on me and came in, and my blood pressure had dropped to like 88 over 52. They said my blood pressure bottomed out, and they thought that's probably why I passed out. So I went to the doctor, got some blood work done, and he says, "Well, you're eating right and eating healthy, and you're doing so good." He says, "We're going to take you off the diuretic because," and he said, "and don't drink so much water." He said, "Because too much water will dilute the sodium in your body and could cause dizziness and blackouts." And I was having a lot of dizziness at the time. So he said, "But you're doing good." And I was like, So I started eating healthy and trying to get right. And I black out in the middle of a restaurant. And I said, "I never blacked out eating pizza and crap." I said, "So I'm like, so what's the selling point here?" But he's taken me off one of the blood pressure meds, the diuretic. The dizzy spells have gone. Have not. I feel a lot better. And one pill down, two more to go to get rid of. And that's my goal, is to get off all those pills. So that's how I've been doing. But thank you for asking. So in between chats, we'll show off a few of these books. First up, friggin' A, yeah, right? I can't believe blacking out in a restaurant was actually a good thing. How does that even happen? How do you explain that to people? But it was. Anyway, first up out of them is I got the Jim Lee set here, and this facsimile of his famous Batman cover. Sorry, I got interrupted. My girl doesn't know that I'm live, so she's texting me. But love that Jim Lee cover, always did. And then he did the Superman counterpart. And then later on, he decided he was going to do a Wonder Woman to go with him. And so I got all three of those. I was real happy to get those. Those are cool. I have watched the first 4 episodes of Daredevil, and they're good so far. I have not finished it yet, but I'm working on it. So far, so good. Everybody seems to like it, except Matt. He probably thinks it sucks because it's popular. Sorry, Matt. I'm gonna quit picking on Matt. Quit roasting Matt. Oh crap! I do have one of these. I think I ordered another one, but of course, the big one, Action Comics #1, full facsimile, and All Star Comics #3, first appearance of the JSA. Yeah, that's I don't have I think I have the origin. No, I don't have the originals of the Jim Lee things, but but they're cool. I'm glad I got the foil. But these are all books that I'll never be able to own, most of them. I'll never be able to afford to own, but the foil facsimiles are so cool. The death of Gwen Stacy, in my opinion, probably the most pivotal storyline in Spider-Man comic books was the death of Gwen Stacy, and the fact that they never put that into any of the Marvel movies still pisses me off to this day. I mean, they I guess they did. I guess they did in Amazing Spider-Man #2. I think was it Gwen Stacy he killed and snapped that he talked about snapping her neck, or was it Mary Jane in that one? But definitely one of the most pivotal moments in Spider-Man history, and they just kind of skated around it in the movies, which kind of pissed me off. But if you're just joining us, welcome aboard. Going through showing off some full facsimiles. If you come in late, you have to catch the rewind because I'm not showing them off again. Also, ASM number 122, The Death of Green Goblin. Another book I will never be able to afford other than the facsimile. And another one that I'll never be able to afford other than the facsimile. What's up, Captain? Good to see you, man. I ain't seen you in a minute. Good to see you're still around, man. Us old fellas got to stick together, buddy. Just keep plugging along. Think I'm older than you, though, ain't I, Cap? I'm 57. I don't know how old you are, Cap. Oh, God, that sucks, dude. Oh, mine isn't getting mine till I die. And then I told her that, she could sell off my collection, and then told Wink Inc. that that he's going to be the keeper of my estate when it comes to comic books, and make sure he sells them and doesn't get screwed. Older by a day. But ASM 129, of course, this one is blowing up right now because of that Daredevil movie, first appearance of the Punisher, or that Daredevil series. But yeah, I'm sorry to hear about the divorce, Cap. That really sucks. Unless, of course, my divorce, my divorce from my last wife was a giant weight lifted off my shoulders because she was the Antichrist. So getting rid of her was oh my God, it was a relief. I never was happier. So if that's the case for you, I mean, I know it's not the case for most people. It's a miserable thing to have to go through, but I'm sorry to hear it happen. But if you send my number, will you? No, I won't. Sorry, but I won't. You know what? Even my closest friends on here don't have my home phone number. So, which is odd, I think there's a few of you out there that man. You can message me on the Instagram, Steveie B Comics. But yeah. Ooh, boy. That's all right, man. I just assume keep my interactions with social media on social media. I don't do the personal information. I don't want anybody's personal information, and I'm not going to give out mine. So sorry about that. How many comics do I have, and what is my favorite? I'm showing off some of my favorites right now. Yeah, right? Stranger Danger. Well, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. It's really good to see you out there, and I hope you're getting by okay, and things work out for you. But I mean, going through divorce is rough. I know, man. I've been through two of them, and first one hurt a little bit. The second one, not so much. My absolute favorite, man, that's a hard one. Here, actually, you know it isn't. I'll show you. This is going to shock you guys. You want to know my absolute favorite? Campbell, you still here, buddy? You're going to love this. Here is my absolute favorite in my collection. Bloodshot number 1, 9.8 CGC. Bell, you know why it's my favorite? For those of you that don't know, you can check out the videos under my playlist of AOKs from friends or something. This was sent to me by a subscriber. His name was Jeshua, and he went by Foiled Again Comics. And like Bell in here and a lot of others, they think it's hilarious to send me Valiant books because they know I don't like them. And this guy wrapped this thing up in 50 layers of bubble wrap, about 300 zip ties, packaging tape, duct tape, and everything else. And it took me 20 minutes to get through all that crap to see what he sent me. And it was Bloodshot number 1, 9.8, with a custom label. And so that was part 1 of the video. In part 2, Rude knows what happened. In part 2 of the video, I decided, well, you wanted a reaction out of me, you're going to get one. So I called a buddy of mine, and he brought his pistol over. And we set Mr. Bloodshot number 1 up out in the field behind my house. And, of course, it's got white pages. But, set it up out in the house, and no horses were killed in the shooting of this comic book. But as you can see, there are 3 bullet holes right through the front of it. Sorry about that ring light, but I'll use it to highlight them. One there, missed the crotch, got him in the suck hole, and that one just was errant. But we put 3 bullet holes through it, and it is now one of my most prized possessions. So, absolute favorite, because it's got history, it's got a story. A lot of people want to crucify me. Thunderbolts. I have to pick 2. I would probably keep the Avengers. Yeah, you know what? I added $20 in value by customizing that CGC case. But only because I was never much of an X-Men fan, although I do like some of the characters. I'm a big Sabretooth fan. But I do like the Avengers and the Thunderbolts, other than old Red Hulk over here. I'm just not the biggest fan. But anyway, I thought it was a funny story about the Bloodshot that I put the bullet holes in. I sent him the video, and he just replied, "Wow," and then never spoke to me again. And it was like a year. And then I happened to be on Whatnot, and he was doing a sale, and I popped in, and he went, "Hey, Steveie." He said, "It's me, Jeshua. Remember me, Foiled Again? I sent you the Bloodshot." And I was like, "Yeah, dude, are you pissed off at me because I shot it up?" I said, "I'm sorry if I made you mad. I wasn't trying to." He said, "No, that was the funniest shit I ever seen." So all the time I thought he was mad at me, but I guess not. But a lot of people say, "Why would you destroy a perfectly good comic book graded like that? Why would you do that?" because it's a dollar bin book and you can get one. I bought 13. I think I still have about 5 or 6 of these things that I bought in bulk just as a joke to send in mystery boxes where I drew a dinosaur on the front of it and sent it out and said it was signed and remarked. But I was like, yeah, it was Larry, how's it going, buddy? But I said a CGC 9.8 Bloodshot #1 is worth less than $20. Let's be honest. It isn't worth anything. It costs more to get it graded than it's worth. So I don't feel too bad. It's not, I've only destroyed a handful of comics in my life, and they were all dollar bin books that somebody roasted me and said, there are people out there that would enjoy those books, and you destroyed them. And I said, well, they can be found in any dollar bin in any comic book shop. I am definitely not keeping these books out of the hands of people. And I said, and if you wonder what happens to most of them, I said, tune in and go check out Rude Planet's channel. And I said, that'll answer your question where most of them end up. But anyway, let's get on with it's good to see I got 7 people in here. Gosh, it's almost like nobody has jobs or anything. I'm kidding. 7 people. Sarcasm. That's me. I am popular. But anyway, these I actually have. So I have the originals, but of course the old Steveie 252. First black costume, or first Spidey in the black costume. I get them confused. There's Secret Wars was the first appearance of the black costume, and this was the first. I did enjoy them. Seeing and shooting that comic book up, shooting that thing up. Look at it. It is one of my prized possessions. But I do have this one, and I also have the original of this one, first appearance of Venom. But I love these foil facsimiles. Marvel Team Up. Yeah, I don't think I have that one. I know it's tied or something. Love Star, hello, how's it going? Welcome in. And this one I would love to have the original, but I can't afford. But Aquaman number 35, first appearance of Black Manta. I actually have 2 of these. I have this one, and then I have the silver version, foil version. So those are cool. Excuse me. I don't know why I'm turning my head. I don't know. Billy, that's a good question, and I would say there's one thing I don't do on my channel is reviews, because I have a hard time articulating what a story is about. But suggest you read it. I can tell you it's good, and I can suggest you read it. I have the originals of all the Secret Wars, and they're awesome. So buy the digital download if you don't want to buy all of them, or find the trade paperback and read it. It's a pretty good story, but that's how Venom came to be. He hitchhiked on the spacecraft that went into space. But and this one, Avengers, I think it's first appearance of Submariner, I believe. I could be wrong. I don't remember what this one is. I think it's the first appearance of Submariner, who for years I called Submariner. Do I have any DC foils like Power Girl? I don't think I have Power Girl, but I have DC foils. You just missed them. Like they're right at the front there. These Jim Lee foil facsimiles. Right now I'm just going through the first cap and silver. Is that what that is? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Thanks. Thanks for straightening me out. And this one, this is one of the most undervalued comic books out there, and I think it's finally seeing some spike. I have the original. It's on my wall. It's one of my wall books. But the first appearance of Rogue, but the foil facsimile. Of course, I do have the original. You can still pick this thing up for like less than $100, and I think, unless it's gone up over that, but it's a cheap one, and that's a major key for nothing, next to nothing, man. I don't understand how that happens, but it did. But it is. It's one of those. Another one that I would recommend picking up that you can still get for on the cheap is the first appearance of Jubilee. I have that one. I think Jubilee needs an upgrade. And Aquaman does not suck. Campbell. He's just a meme everybody likes. Oh, of course, another one that I'll never be able to afford is the old Batman #1 full facsimile. And of course, you can't have #1 without having #5, which is Robin. First appearance of Robin. No. That's dumb. He's on the cover of the other one. Who is that first appearance of? Help me out, Campbell. I can't remember. My brain's gone to mush. I'm getting old, and I can't remember. But I'll never be able to remember that one. This ain't a facsimile. I don't know why it's in here, but it's still cool. Batman #135. I guess I could. Well, I turned my other phone off, but somebody help me, Larry. Batman #5, issue #5. It's not the first Joker, is it? It's an important Burke. It's an important Burke. It's an important Burke. But Batman 135, that gold foil logo cover. That's another one I'd love to have, but can't afford. First appearance of Poison Ivy. But I'm just a mark for these foils. No, I'm pretty sure it's a key issue. I'm pretty sure that it's a key issue. I have to turn my other phone up and look it up. And by the time my other phone powers on, somebody will tell me. This one isn't really a big key, but it's cool. It's a cool full facsimile, and I wanted it. It's Batman #237. It's the first appearance of Reaper. But as soon as my phone powers up, we'll look that up. Yeah, this is just, I bought this one. It's not an real important book as far as facsimile goes. And that ring is driving me nuts because I'm trying to keep that off there. But I wanted to show I wonder, let's see how bad this is going to be if I turn this ring light off. Bear with me. Yep, there it is. Let's see. How's the... There. That's not too bad. First Batmobile. Collect what? Thank you. All right. Russ for the win. Thanks, Russ. But I just really like that. That's better. Shows off that foil a lot better without that ring light reflecting everything. I knew that was a key. And I feel stupid because I said I wish they would. Oh no, that's a different one. Okay. This one, Batman 357, is arguably, yeah, right. Arguably, controversial. It's controversial, but first appearance of Jason Todd and Killer Croc. I think this is the one the CGC recognizes. I have the original of this one as well. But future to cover the wall behind me. Here, let's go for a ride, dear Larry. There's one corner. There's an empty space to fill. And we go all the way over to the door. It's covered, my guy. And on the back side here, that one's covered too. So I got it covered. No pun intended. Let me get that back in there. So the wall is pretty covered. Any plans in the future to cover? Oh, in foils. I'm sorry, I misread that. No. No, I do not, because as much as I love the foils, um, I really like showing off my more important books, in the background to me. So I'd rather keep those as a background. That would be so much work. Yeah, too much shining. Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. That would be so much work to hang those up, because they're each in these. If you guys, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna tell you. Yeah, I know you guys have seen the comic covers controversy with as you can see that film that develops on the back of these. I did find another alternative. If you guys, I'm telling you guys, if you haven't, it was one of the lowest viewed videos on my YouTube channel, and I can't believe it. I found these. Go find my last product review on my channel and watch it to get a full. These magnetic hard acrylic comic book covers are freaking amazing for $10 a piece, as compared to like the Gator Guards, which are 4 for $100. 5, yeah, or 5. You gotta, yeah. 4. I think it's $105 for 4 of them. These are $10 a piece. These comic covers, which are basically top loaders with a lid on them, are I believe they're pretty close to the same price, about $10 a piece. But these things are amazing for $10 a piece. Magnetic, so they open real easy. Well, I mean, not so easy that the books fall out, but easy enough. They will hold it up to a Silver Age. I actually have an idea about the foils that I haven't gotten around to it yet. So I'm working on that. Yeah, that's a lot of them though. I didn't realize how many I had until I got a full short box packed full of them. So to lay them out on the floor, that's why we're doing this. Yeah, Larry, I'm telling you, I highly recommend them. As a matter of fact, I will buy them before I buy anything else from now on. They're thick, they're solid. You can hang them on the wall. And the magnets are strong enough to keep them together. You don't have to fidget with screws. You don't have to worry about gases. They are UV protected. I mean, they're great. Anyway, next up, I'm gonna try to get through these. We may have to do a part 2. But this is Batman 428, the alternate ending. Robin lives. Foil, but this is just a foil. It's not. It's kind of a facsimile of that cover, but it's not really, because it says Robin lives. So that's the next series I wish they would do a facsimile of. Is A Death in the Family would be a cool foil facsimile to put together. And this is part 1 of Hush. I don't have them all. I'm behind on them. so I haven't gotten it yet. Oof. I need to put some of these up here. I'm getting Batman Beyond, first appearance of McGinnis, Terry McGinnis, Batman Beyond. So that's a cool one to have. Batman 609. Boy, I'm glad I put first cameo appearance of Hush. So I do have some of the parts of it, of the Hush storyline, but I don't have all of them, I don't think. I need to figure out. I'm going to try to go through their little oh, no, you did. Frank Miller shitty art. Oh, dude, you are a huge minority. You are a huge minority to say that. I love Frank Miller. I think his work is legendary. Yeah, Batman Beyond. I knew that'd get you. I knew that'd wake you up, James. I'll tell you what. For every hater of Frank Miller, I can tell you one thing. I've actually got two, as far as signed books go, and favorite books. I got a couple of them that I wanted, but I'm not a fan of the oversized books. But those two books right there, Daredevil, Man Without Fear, #1, and Daredevil, I forget what number that is. Number 184, first team up of Daredevil and Punisher, signed by Frank Miller. He's a legend, man. He's a legend. Anybody says any different, man, you're a minority. It's your right. But then again, you like you also like Valiant books, so oh man. Well, I mean, his Batman, I'll give you that. His Return of the Legends of the Dark, Return of the Dark Knight, or Dark Knight Returns. Spit it out. I can't get it out. That I wasn't a fan of the art, but it was just the storyline. It was, yeah. I don't like the big chunky. I'm not that great. He probably did do a Valiant cover, but even he couldn't make it valuable. So that tells you something. Another book I'll never be able to afford. Yeah, I have to owe it to my good friend Ryan Boone, who went to Dallas at the expo, and Frank Miller was there, and I sent those two books with him, and he stood in line and got them signed for me. So he is my hero. I don't do signed books, with the exception of absolute legends. I have a Stan Lee signed comic book up here, but you'll notice that I don't have them sign expensive books. This Spider-Man #4 is a dollar bin book, but it's got Stan Lee's signature on it, little verification. But when you can get your book signed by a legend like Stan Lee, Frank Miller, and such like that, you get it signed. I mean, you don't have a Japanese sword and not get I can't remember the movie. Come on, what is it? What's his name from Journey that was on American Idol? But it's that quote from Step Brothers. Anyway, another book I'll never be able to afford: Batman Adventures #12, first appearance of Harley Quinn. My girlfriend just walked in, but So we're going to probably have to wrap this up here in a minute. What? Well, yeah, it's not a dollar bin book anymore. That's right. I took a dollar bin book and made it worth some money with Stan Lee's signature on it. Justice League, or Brave and the Bold, number 30. First appearance of Amazo. Another one. A lot of these are books that I'll never be able to afford. But the facsimiles are cool. This one I actually have. First appearance of Teen Titans, Brave and the Bold, number 54. I do have the original of that. It is one of my prized books that I have on my wall. Can I reach it? Yeah, I can. Ta-da! I have the original and the foil, so I'm happy to have that. Boat's nose, yeah. Yeah, full facsimile. Don't look at my big fat, sticking my fat butt in the camera. And this one, of course, Captain America number 1. This is actually the Mexican foil variant reproduction, as seen on the little Mexico sign down there, or logo. But another big book, never be able to afford it. All right, man, we are about a third of the way through these. Am I losing everybody? Another one of my favorite 90s indulgent was Dark Child. Y'all remember Dark Child by Randy Queen? I follow him on Instagram, and he's got a new Dark Child book in the works. I don't know if it's going to be if he's going to go through GoFundMe or not GoFundMe, but you know the other one, or not. But yeah, the facsimiles, I ain't mad at them. Like I said, man, it's my dog's going nuts because Mama's home. And here's a series that I got a good deal. I bought these before they started the Mexican foils. I bought before they really started gaining any popularity, and I bought them from Mexico, a seller in Mexico and he shipped them DHL, and I got them in 2 days, and it was awesome. He charged me like $20 a piece for them, so they're doing all right. But this was one of the series that I was waiting to complete, and I'll go through them quick because everybody knows what these are. Crisis number 1 and number 2. And I think this is an awesome foil collection to have. 3. I do have all the originals of these. 4, 5. We could breeze through these. Because, like I said, my girlfriend just walked in the door. That's why the dog is going absolutely batshit crazy. My favorite cover out of the Crisis series, one of the 2, this one, and of course this one are my 2 favorite covers from that series. Just love them. Something about the death. Still haven't read that storyline yet. Oh. Now you can watch the animated movie, Campbell. Yeah, and it's really good. I think it's a 3-parter, 2 or 3-parter. But yeah, watch it. I got the download TTV if you can find it, and you can watch all that crap for free. What number we're on? Number 9, 10, 11, and 12. So this was a year in the making to put this thing, because they released one a month, I think. So it was that 12-parter was just brutal. And DC Comics presents 26 full facsimile. Another one that I do have the original of somewhere. But it's probably out of sight on my wall. It is. It's over on this wall. But instead of getting up and sticking my fat ass in the, trust me, I have it, sticking my fat ass in the camera, I'll just trust me. First appearance of the new Teen Titans, Cyborg, Raven, and them. But so that was so cool to get a foil facsimile of that one. And speaking of Daredevil, Man Without Fear, #1. Another book I'll never be able to afford, but I can afford the foil. And the foils are cooler anyway. Next up, Deadpool #1. I think it's the first appearance of Blind Owl, and I believe this was the first mini series, if I'm not mistaken. Not the ongoing, but the first solo. Amy's doing well. She's getting around without a cane and without a walker now, and any help. Still little limpy. Still gets a little sore once in a while. And some days are worse than others, but she's doing well. I'm sure she would love that you asked and appreciate the concern. But she goes back to the doctor the 28th, and hopefully they'll give her a release to go back to work, and then we can get back to business. But speaking of Deadpool, maybe this was the first. Actually, I think that was the first ongoing. It was the one I showed you, the Deadpool. This is the first solo. And this is also one of the Mexican spot foil covers. It's hard to tell it's foil, but it is. It's the lettering. It's red foil. But this came in a set, also Mexican, and you also got #2 no, this is #1. I don't know which one that is, but it's also spot foil Mexican. That says #1. I thought it was #2. All new limited series. I guess it's the second limited series, maybe. Ooh, Detective #31. One of the most iconic covers in detective comics, and but anyway, another book I'll never be able to own, and the name is escaping me. That's why I'm going stuttering and stammering. Bob Kane cover. God, why am I was blanking. But love that one. Fantastic Four #1. First appearance, Fantastic Four, Mole Man, and Giganto. Do not have that one. Fantastic Four #2. I forgot, I didn't make my notes on the back of that one, but so I don't remember what the significance of that one is, but I got it anyway. I'm going through them fast, I know. Hopefully you watch the rewind and catch it. We're almost at an hour here. And the big one, Detective 27. Nobody can afford that one except wealthy people. Is this a Mexican? No, this isn't the Mexican one. But still, cool book to have. Even cooler in foil. See, even cooler in foil, baby. Should have a t-shirt made. Even cooler if it's in foil. Cooler. Batman and Robin #140. First appearance of the Riddler. That foil facsimile. Nobody's going to watch the replay of this because it's an hour long. Fold again. Yep. Oh, these are just the facsimiles, Warlord. I got more foils, but I'm not digging them all out. I got all kinds of foils, but Detective 400, first appearance of Man-Bat. Another book that has been on my hit list forever and is not that out of reach, but just enough out of reach right now that I haven't been able to pull it off. First appearance of Man-Bat. If I was to suggest to someone a comic book to invest in for flipping purposes that has potential for growth, I would recommend this one, because Man-Bat, I think, is going to be, it's not going to be long before he is front and center in the DCU, because they've used everybody else. They've used all the A-list villains to death. So I can see them going after, James Gunn. He will start looking at the lesser used villains to make something happen. And Man-Bat is a cool villain and would look great on the screen. So there you go. There's my tip for you. Detective 411. First appearance of Death Dealers. Is this I can't remember if this is First Ray Shal Ghul or something. No. I can't remember. You guys have to help me out in the comments down there in the chat. Detective 411. Look that one up for me. Flash Comics number 1. First appearance of Jay Garrick Flash. Cool. First Hawkman, first Hawkgirl, first Johnny Thunder, and first Y2, Johnny Thunder's Thunderbolt. Hey, Matt, thanks for stopping by, man. It was good to see you, man. It was good to interact with you again, buddy. Yeah, I figured that people will be starting to fall out. My Great Adventures number 80. I wished I knew what this one was. Let's check this one out, because I think this is an important book. Otherwise, I wouldn't have got it, because I'd never heard of it. My Greatest Adventures number 80. So if somebody figures it out before I do. Let's see, My Greatest Adventures number, 80. Somebody's going to type it in the chat before I get it. Yeah. That's what I meant. Let's see. Doom Patrol? First appearance of Doom Patrol? I think so. Anyway. Oh, yeah. Ancient Comic Guy. Thank you, man. Yeah. I couldn't remember. See, usually I make notes on the backing boards of my books so that I can remember what they are, because I'm old and I drink. So I don't remember. But yeah, first Doom Patrol. I should probably mark that on there while I got it, but I'm not going to, because I told you I'm tired. Of course, Green Lantern number 59, first appearance of Guy Gardner. That one I know without the notes, because Guy Gardner is my favorite Lantern. Another one I don't own, but I wished I did. Flash number 123. I believe this is the first Silver Age Flash first Golden Age Flash in the Silver Age. Is that right? I think that's right. Yeah. I believe I don't have notes on that one either. So I believe it's the first Golden Age Flash in the Silver Age. First Jay Garrick in the Silver Age comic. This one, I don't know why it's in here. I really don't. I guess it's the first Godzilla comic, but this must have been one of those days where there was just nothing I wanted, and so I was kind of just digging for anything at that point because I probably the Godzilla. You need this one. I probably wouldn't have bought it otherwise because I'm not a real big Godzilla fan, and I don't consider that to me not a major key, but yeah, whatever. Gotham by Gaslight. Another one must have been one that on a slow day, and I just picked up because I was struggling to find something to pick up. Oh, you have the Godzilla. You don't have the foil. Gotham by Gaslight. But I probably wouldn't have picked up a facsimile of it. I wouldn't consider it a huge key, I don't think. This one is, though. First appearance of Hal Jordan, Green Lantern number 22. That's a big one. Another key that I will never be able to afford. First appearance of John Stewart. Another one slipped my mind. John Stewart, Green Lantern. Yeah. Oh, we're making a dent. Oh, I can making a dent. I'm going to go through these. I'm going through these really quick because my goal was to stay under an hour, and I've kind of missed that one. Here's another Mexican foil facsimile. It's a big one. Driving a person around shopping. Gotta go. Great talking. All right. I appreciate it. Coming by, Larry. Appreciate you coming by, man. Yeah, I seen the animated. I've watched all the DC animated movies that come out, so I watched it. It was kind of okay for me, but a lot. I haven't read the story in the comic. A lot of them kind of lose something in translation when they do the animated movies. I know Death of Superman, that first one that came out, was god awful. So bad that they went back and redid it. And it was better. But another monster book that I wish I could afford. And it's the big one. The second, I said it, second appearance of Wolverine. Incredible Hulk 181. This is a Mexican spot foil variant. You can see his claws are foil. The wording is foil. And the chains are foil. Basically, the Mexican foils took all the things that are metal, should be metal on the cover, and made them foil, which I thought was really cool way to do the spot foil stuff. And then the lettering. And then that wasn't good enough. I did get the facsimile, the American facsimile of 181 as well. The second appearance of Wolverine. Fight me. House of Secrets number 92. First appearance, Swamp Thing. Another one I won't be able to afford. Justice League number. Is there not a number on this one? November issue. Is it number 1? Is this the first appearance? Surely not. Again. Yeah, first Justice League. Right. But love that one. Love it. Wish I could afford the original of that one. That would be awesome, wouldn't it? And Brave and the Bold presents number 29. Second appearance of Justice League. And first Zotar, the Weapons Master. I love the early Justice League covers. They're so cool. All right, we're down to 5. I'm losing y'all quick, so I'm going to go through them. Again, if you missed out, you can watch the replay, but this is the other series. I have all of the originals, but a good one to get through. Secret Wars #1, #2, #3, #4, #5. I'm trying to go through these really quick. #6, #7. Love that cover. #8. I do have the original of this one. Believe it or not, y'all asked about the Mystery Men. My Amazing Spider-Man, or my Venom keys, my black suit keys, came from Squatchy, Chad, RCG, and Comic Fu. So huge shout out to them. They are definitely prized pieces in my collection I'll never get rid of, especially now that Chad has passed. But they gave those to me. Squatchy, I believe, got me 252. Chad got me Secret Wars #8, and Fu got me ASM 300 newsstand. So that was awesome. Again, even in spite of what's happened with the three of us and growing apart, there's still prized possessions in my collection, and I still cherish them, and they bring back great memories. I have Secret Wars #9, #10. That's a cool cover. 11. This is another one. Took me a year to put together almost. And last but not least, #12. Oh, and then Micronauts #1. First Micronauts and first Bug. I actually have Micronauts 1 through 4, I believe, or 1 through 5. 1 through 4, 1 through 5, in absolute 9.8 mint condition that I bought off of Comic Vantage. And they are minty, buddy. They are minty. And I have tried to sell them because I'm not a Micronauts guy, and never got any takers. And this one, of course, New Mutants '98, first appearance of Deadpool. I don't believe I have that one either. Seemed like I thought I did for a minute, but I was mistaken. But I do not, or do I? And it seems like I do. If I did, it would be on my wall. So I guess I don't. I just thought I did. Yeah, nah. I don't have it. I had a chance to buy it for $100, and I blew it and didn't get it. And I thought I had that one. Oh well. All right, we are down to the last. Matter of fact, but that's the Mexican also, the spot foil. So, you know, where the metal, like again, the metal is got foil, and the rest of it does not. And all right, let's make this the last stack here. We will go through these. Oh shit! I dropped them. And we'll try to go through these quick. But I do have the full foil. Maybe that's why I thought I had it. Yeah, I remember you winning New Mutants '98, lucky dog. I was cussing you. I was happy for you, but I was cussing you. I was like, damn it, JW. You would. I never won anything big. Few scores in the Comic Vantage mystery boxes, but nothing huge. New Teen Titans #1. I do have this one. Another one of my prized books. It's on my wall. It's on the back wall. But another one of my prized books. And Teen Titans #44. I finally got a copy of the original of that. So I was happy to get that one. This one's starting to blow up a little bit. I tried to tell people, people just don't listen to me. But I kept telling people like 6 years ago when I wanted that book and wanted that book, and I finally got a copy of it again, thanks to Comic Foo. He actually sent that to me as a birthday present, I believe. But it's Omega Man #3, first appearance of Lobo, and I do have the original. And Jason Momoa, I have a feeling, is going to kill it as Lobo. Spit it out. ROM #1. Again, another book that I probably wouldn't have bought unless there was just nothing else out there to get. So I'm not a fan of ROM at all. I don't think I've ever read. Actually, I can't say I'm not a fan because I've never read any ROM, to be fair. But it's just not something that's up my alley. But I got the Facsimile. And this is a book that has been on my hit list forever. And I should have pulled the trigger before it started it just keeps going up and up and up. And I'm not going to explain it again, but I just got this in my haul video, showed it in my haul video today. So you can listen to me go on and on about it, why I haven't picked one up on that video. But Star Wars #1, the first appearance of everybody. Luke, Leia, Han, Chewie, I mean the whole 9 yards, Darth Vader. But I believe it's up there around the close to the $300 mark for the first printing now. And of course there is Superman #1, another one that I'll never be able to afford in my million years. Swamp Thing #37, first appearance Constantine. The Justice League Dark stuff, I have a feeling we are going to see some of that. I think James Gunn will bring some Justice League Dark stuff to life eventually, so that could be a good one. More Mexican facsimiles. First appearance Iron Man, Tales of Suspense #39, spot foil. Another Mexican one. And Tales of Suspense #40, so the second appearance. He sold these in a bundle of 3 for like $40. So that's why I got some of these. I don't even think there's any foil in this one at all. Oh yeah, the logo is foil, but that's it. Kind of weird, but the logo is foil. That's why it's a spot foil. And Tales of Suspense #41. Again, logo, spot foil, Mexican. I gave that Star Wars book away once. I haven't been able to get. I know, you give all your good books away, James. Yeah, I know, like Constantine. And Tales of Suspense #59. I think this is the first Captain America and Iron Man team up or something. Cool cover though. It's another Mexican. We're getting into my Mexican foils. And Tales of Suspense '63. And this is one that I do have original of. Again, I got from Foo, but I got it honestly this time. I got it out of one of his mystery boxes that he sold. This Transformers #1. It's another book that I've tried to sell because I'm not a big Transformers fan and just couldn't get anybody to bite on it, so I gave up. Another book that I have, I actually got it from the original from Comic Vantage Mystery Box. It was one of the big wins. Vengeance of Bane. First appearance of Bane. I do have a first printing of this. One of my favorite books. Wiz Comics. First appearance of Shazam. Or Captain Marvel, as he was called back then until the lawsuits came. And another Mexican foil, but I have both of them. This is the Mexican foil where his claws are foiled and the logo is foiled. first solo series, mini series of Wolverine. I do have the original of that, and also there's the American version that it's all foil. But I do have the original of that. I got that from Comic Head 84 mystery box. And I have the original of this, the first ongoing. What's up, M3 Lions in the house? What's up? Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good. Good to see you. Just showing off I'm coming to the tail end of my foil collection, my full facsimile collections, but I do have the original of this one as well. I want to say I got that also out of a comics or Comic Head 84 box. I miss Kenny. I don't talk to him anymore. We didn't have any kind of falling out or no beef or nothing. We just kind of him and Biggie. We used to chat all the time, and then we just kind of faded away, I guess. And this iconic cover, I do have this original this one that I also won out of a Comic Vantage mystery box. Oh, it's hanging on the back wall back here that you probably can't see for the glare. Well, it's up there. Trust me, I have it. Oh, I saw it. Yeah, right here. The glare's got it, but anyway, got this out of the original out of a Comic Vantage mystery box. Yeah, yeah. That was one of my big books that I've held on to. I got when it was relatively cheap, and it's kind of blown up. But this one, yeah. But that was a pretty iconic cover, made more popular by the Deadpool movie. Yeah, he did. Yeah, Vantage has some good mystery boxes. I think he's done with them again for a while. But I never could win the big one, but I've won a couple of big books from him, but I never won the GP. And this one, Wonder Woman #1, I'd love to have that one as the original, but I don't. And this one I do have, the Perez Wonder Woman #1 cover. I do have the original, but the full facsimile is so cool. This was a huge disappointment for me. This was the X-Men 25, the Fatal Attractions, and this was where Magneto sucked the adamantium out of Wolverine's body with that holographic cover. And this is the full facsimile. Gene, what's up, my brother? A little late, but we're about to wrap it up here. I'm coming down. I'm in the X's for my facsimiles. But I was disappointed because they didn't put the hologram on there and then foilize the rest of it. They just made a copy of the hologram and made it foil. So I was a little disappointed in that, but it is what it is. It was still a cool series. And first appearance of the Phoenix and Black Tom Cassidy, which Deadpool hilariously made fun of in the movie. And then calling Cable a racist and all that. But first appearance of the Phoenix. I don't have the original of this one either. But I got the foil. Better. Another one I will never own probably ever in my lifetime. The original, but the facsimile is cool. And that's Giant Size #1. First appearance of the X-Men. Or the modern X-Men, I should say. And I have that one in the full foil American version. And I also have it in the Mexican spot foil version. So, and I think, yeah. So I love how they foil the metal. It's cool that they did that in the logo. Oh yeah, I didn't know there was a black and white version. And this book that was the laughing stock of the comic book community for a while because that weak rumor that Dazzler was going to be in the Deadpool movie, and she was not. So this book blew up, and everybody was paying ungodly amounts of money for this dollar bin book. But I want a copy of the original. I don't have it. I'm waiting for people to let it go. Yeah, I bet it's pretty rare. Didn't even know it existed. Right? That's what I'm saying. And I love the foils. I love the foils. But I do want to get the original once everybody, like I said, gets over it and the prices come back down to reality. I'll probably pull the trigger on it. And Uncanny X-Men 141, First Brotherhood of Evil Mutants, First Destiny, Avalanche, Pyro, and Rachel Summers. I do have the original of this one as well. But and last but not least, kind of end on a wah wah wah. It's a Jim Lee cover. It's X-Men 268, and it is with a Captain America on the cover. I'm not sure what the significance of this is, and again, it was probably one I probably wouldn't have bought, except it was a slow comic day and I wanted to get something. So there you have it. That is my foil facsimile collection. In all its glory, it is still growing. I still have some that are coming. I don't know that I will do another hour and a half video to go through them all again, so you'll just have to watch my haul videos. but that was all of them. Some of them I have originals for, and some I don't. The ones I do have originals for, I'm happy to have, and the ones that I do not have originals for, I'm super glad that there was a foil facsimile out there for it, because I love foils and I love having books that I'll never be able to afford. But that's awesome. So, how many survived it? 3 of you. Warlord made it through the whole shebang. Warlord, you're a warrior, man. You made it through the whole hour and a half of me droning on and on. Gene was one of the ones that wanted to see the foil facsimiles. I think, wasn't it you, Gene, that said, when are you going to show off the foils? When are you going to show off the foils? There they were in all their glory. You have to watch the rewind and catch them. Well, there's only 3 of you. Any questions? Anything y'all just been dying to ask me but are afraid to ask? Because I'm an open book, man. Anybody that knows me knows that yeah, you're a warrior. I don't know if I could have sat through an hour and a half of foil facsimiles, but like I said, you should get a medal, my guy. But I like answering questions because I'm really bad at keeping content going without bouncing things off. Do you know if there's a foil alien book out there somewhere? I don't. I don't think there's a facsimile of one, because I probably would have seen it, but there may be alien foil covers. I'm sure anymore, especially modern ones, there's probably an alien books out there with a foil cover. But where are the Funkos and how's disc golf going? The Funkos are down here on my shelf. Well, what few I have, I only have a couple. I have the giant sized thing that James gave me, and I have a couple of the cover pops. famous covers like the Justice League first appearance of Starro, and the Miles Morales and the Batman #1 stuff. But in that giant size thing. No, I didn't say I wanted to sell the foils. Um, I said that I have the originals that I wouldn't mind selling, like the Micronauts and the Transformers. The Transformer #1 is not a 9.8. It's maybe a 9.2, 9.4, if I remember correctly. It's got some spine ticks, but the Micronauts that I have are immaculate, unless I jack them up getting them out of the box. But those are the ones I was trying to sell, not the foils. Only if I had duplicates would I sell those. But I think I gave all my duplicates to my friend Ryan, and he probably gave them away to somebody else. But I sold a lot of comics. Somebody asked me, I think they're gone now, but how many comic books I have. Shit, I don't know. I'd have to pull up my CLZ app, but not as many as you would think, probably. Maybe 2,500, I think. I was trying to narrow it down. I have about 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14 totes of comic books that I would probably sell if somebody wanted them, because I just want to keep it down to my 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. My other 14, 15 short boxes, totes of books that I want to keep that are keys. I have the recent Transformer #1 foil. Colors don't pop like. You're right, they don't. That foil, that I agree with you, man. I thought the same thing when I got that that foil facsimile. Yeah. Oops. Now it's got spine ticks all over it because I just dropped it. But you're right. It just doesn't pop, does it? It almost looks like the color's faded on there for that foil, but what are you gonna do? But I agree with you. But anyway, well, guys, it was great having you guys in the chat. Yes, I did, Jane. I had some doubles that you really wanted, but they weren't really facsimile. Well, I think I sent you a couple of facsimiles, but I think I sent you that Patriotica, that Janet Jackson cover. Didn't I send you one of those that you liked? But yeah, I liked Wonder Woman #1. Yeah, I had a couple of them. I bought it by accident because, like I said, I'm old and I drink, so I forgot I had already bought one. So, the disc golf. You asked me about the disc golf. How's the disc golf going? Well, the disc golf is on pause because I had some pretty bad health issues and I had to stop. But I'm getting better and I'm hoping to play this summer and get back into it again. I'm feeling a lot better. I got more energy. My muscles don't hurt as bad as they did, and my back problems are getting better. So I'm hoping to play again. Yes, Summer Fade. Go live again and have a get together. I'll stay up and join. Get better too. Get better at disc golf or get better health wise? Because I don't know if I'll ever get better at disc golf. I can't get worse. But I'm working on the health, man. I'm working on the health issues. Yeah, it's I've started a diet, lost 20 pounds on the diet already. And I'm feeling much better just because I'm eating healthier. I'm not, so I know it doesn't look like it. I told people, I said, I've lost 20 pounds. It's hard to tell. And I compared it to like taking a bucket of water out of a swimming pool. I mean, yeah, it's a lot of water, but in the grander scheme of things, it's not much. So 20 pounds is not much. So I'd like to lose about, where am I at? About 40 more. About 40 more. 50 ideally, but 40 would be a good start for me. But anyway, like I said, my girlfriend is home. She's probably mad at me because I wasn't available to help her carry in the couple bags of groceries she got, and she's hobbling around on a bum hip. But I think she only got a few things. But yeah, I know, Gene. I know. I envy you for that. I just like food. I'm a food guy, man. That's where all my and it's not so much crap. Eating a lot of crap. It's just a lot of food. I eat a lot of food. I portion control. That's my biggest problem. But it's crap too. But I don't eat a lot of sweets. It's just mainly, it's mostly just pizza, fried foods, and stuff like that. But so that's what I'm trying to lay off of. So the doctor told me what I can and can't eat. So basically, what's left is to go out in the backyard and graze. Tim, better late than never, man. We're about to shut her down. But I just went through my entire foil facsimile collection. So and we've been on for about an hour and 37 minutes now. So it was a long video, long live. You're at a pool in Florida? Nice. Nice. Man, that's a long way from Missouri. Must be nice. We tried to go to the pool yesterday at the athletic or at our gym, and they drained it. So we were a little pissed about that because that's what we paid the membership for, was to use the pool. And they drained it, and the person that was working had no idea how long it was going to be drained or if it was drained permanently. Yeah, I know. Pissed me off too. Trying to get some low impact exercise in until I can play disc golf again, which I might. Man, I don't know about you. I don't know or how long you've been in Florida, but if you've been in Missouri for over the last day or two, you're close to me, so you're probably getting the same thing. Wind, man. Oh my God, 50-mile-an-hour winds through here. It is blowing trees over, signs over. I mean, birds ain't even flying in this shit. So playing disc golf, I was going to play while I was on my vacation. Yeah. We're going to get some rain tonight, thunderstorms tonight. But so playing disc golf in it, I was going to try, but you can't play disc golf in 50-mile-an-hour winds because you throw the disc and it just goes, then flies backwards. Yeah, well, it stays cold in Canada, doesn't it, Gene? Gene, I'm so glad, Gene. I'm so glad you're still speaking to me, man. And you don't hold that tariff thing against me. Wasn't my idea, man. I'm not a fan of that. But I'm joking. That's the one thing I like about the comic book community is, man, we stay out of the politics and we don't care whether you're Democrat or Republican. We just share a common not going there, man, not going there. But that's the way I look at it, man. My best friend of 40 years is a hardcore Democrat, and he and I hardly agree on anything politically, but he's still my best friend, and we can even still talk politics and not get pissed off at each other. very often. I pissed him off once, but that was my fault. I was being a dick, and I shouldn't have. Yeah, but but I try not to get too political and on social media, but sometimes some things piss me off, and I vent. But but no matter, I consider myself open minded enough to recognize bullshit when I see it from both sides, and so I try to call it down the middle when I see something that pisses me off. But any rate, I have got to get off here, and now I'm gaining viewers, but I'm sorry if you guys missed it. I hope you catch the rewind. Even though it's long as hell, I don't think anybody is going to sit through an hour and 45 minutes of foil facsimiles. But you never know. Some of you might. Again, highly recommend. There's a video out there that got no views and shocked me because I thought a lot of people would watch it. And I know Warlord's still on here, so he's already heard this spiel. But these things I found, if you guys are looking for, this guy, I don't know this guy, this company from Adam. They didn't reach out to me. I was just trying a new product and thought I was going to be highly disappointed and was actually shocked. But a recommendation, go watch my review of, you'll see these are these new comic cases I found. These are acrylic, like gator guards, like CGC slabs, and they're magnetic, so they open fairly easily at the top to put comics in, and the magnets are strong enough that they don't come apart from jostling it. They fit silver up to Silver Age books, and they got a hanger on for you to hang on the wall. I think I got this one on backwards. I think you should put it on this way, maybe, because the hanger, the teeth are on this side, and I got it in backwards. But these are $10. These are $10 a piece, as opposed to 4 for 125 of gator guards, and roughly the same price for these comic covers. The glorified overrated, or the over top loaders, the glorified top loaders, which are cool, but for $10 to get the top loader with a lid on it, or to get an acrylic case, I will pay $10 for the acrylic case every time. Like I said, they're really nice, and I just beat on that one until I didn't. No, it's still good. But yeah, check that review out. I think you'll like it. I think you got shit. Throwing shit. I think you guys will. I'm pretty proud that I did a good job with that review. So anyway, again, I keep saying this. Thank you guys for showing up. You guys are loyal friends to the end. Square bound. I actually put a square bound book in it, and it fit pretty good. So I think, I can't remember now. Yeah, I think I put my. I think it won't fit like a trade paperback, but square bound books I think fit in there just fine. I think I actually put one in there. I think I put my Vengeance of Bane in there or something, or one of them square bounds, and it fit in there just fine. But check out, I would suggest watch the review, because I tried out different comic books in there to see if they fit and give a pretty good description. But anyway, I've got to go. Really, I do. I keep saying that. But again, thank you guys. I appreciate you, my friends, for showing up and supporting me. Warlord, you're a warrior for sticking it out for the entire video. Can't believe it. I can't believe you made it that far. You're a better man than I am. But we'll see you guys later. See you M3 Lions. See you, Gene Mallow. Adios, Tim. And whoever's left here, thanks for stopping by, and we will see you guys later. Peace. Now, if I can just boom, there we go.